What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bies. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing. I healed my way out of that, and now I'm using all of my platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of MLMs. And if you are brand new, hello, thank you for being here. Some of you that have been watching for a while are probably freaking out because I put some lashes on today. I know it's kind of crazy. I would love for you guys to subscribe. I would love for you guys to give me a big thumbs up for the video if you love this. I get a lot of really great feedback about videos just like this that are kind of, my hope is that it's a resource type video for you guys. Instead of reacting to different types of content, I want to kind of mix it up and provide hopefully some resources, or yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So I do have a membership. I do have a Discord. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can visit the link in my video description and you can check out all the things that I have to offer. Let's talk about cognitive dissonance, which is actually what this whole video is going to be about. Let's start first with defining what cognitive dissonance is. And it is defined as the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. That sounds like a bunch of fancy words, but essentially it is your thoughts, your beliefs, what you thought to be true are being challenged, and you are feeling kind of both things. Let me give you guys an example. When I was working my way out of my MLM, my last MLM, that showed up in a way that I was not expecting. So as I was on TikTok, and you guys have kind of heard me talk about this story a lot, but I came across Roberta Blevins' TikToks, and she was talking about front loading, and she was talking about only the people at the top win, and the lack of time freedom, and the lack of, all of those things. And at first, I was really angry. Even though I had spent some time questioning what I was doing and what I was participating in, I still had this anger that came about. And I immediately scrolled past it. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that. And I had to stop myself in that second, because there was something in me that knew I needed to see it. There was something in it that knew that I had not spent time listening. Because when I joined MLM in 2007, there really wasn't an anti-MLM community. There wasn't another side to do research. There wasn't any of the resources that are available now. And so I wanted to listen to the quote unquote other side. And so I watched and I listened, and I really tried to prevent my judgment from coming through and just really genuinely listening. Because I think we miss a lot of stuff when we stop listening and we just think that we need to argue our point. If we stop and we listen, we're going to learn stuff, learn a lot. And everything that she was saying was dead on. And there, in my opinion, was no denying what she was saying, because I was experiencing all of it. I literally looked to my right and I could see my countertop full of ketones. And I had moments in that time where I was angry. And had it been a year prior, I would have come out swinging. I would have commented. I would have said, oh no, not my company, or my company is different. Or I would have defended what I was participating in, because when you're in an MLM, you really do think that you're doing the right things. You really do think that you're helping people. I really thought I was helping people. I really thought I was making a difference. I really thought, well, our team is doing incredible things. Look at our numbers. But then when you really kind of peel back the layers or remove the curtain and look to see what's behind it, that's when you see that this winning, these numbers are coming from people ordering the new products, the new flavors. It's from front loading. And who wins in that scenario? The person at the top. And I realized I was at the top. I was at the top of my pyramid. I didn't see that at the time. That was really hard for me to process. So I had to work through all of that. Anyways, that is how cognitive dissonance showed up for me. I was angry because part of me knew what she was saying was correct. And maybe some of you that are watching feel that way about my anti-MLM content, and that's okay. I see the comments. I see some of the stuff on my Instagram. I get it. I understand. I felt the same way. I was angry. I was very angry. I kept listening because what she was saying was correct. What I was feeling was in conflict because I had been a part of MLM for so long that I was like, wait, how could I participate in something that was this predatory? I'm not a predator. And that was really hard for me to process. I might not be a predator, but I participated in that and I hurt people. And that is really hard for people to process. I still am processing. That is something that I'm going to have to work through for a very long time. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys about that. Let's talk about some of the signs. And I just did some quick Google searches and I'll make sure that I provide the links to this in the video description. But what are some of the signs that you might be experiencing cognitive dissonance? You might have general discomfort that has no obvious or clear source. For me, this was, I no longer wanted to get on the Zooms. I no longer wanted to be in the chats. I didn't want to participate in the groups and the Facebook groups and all of that stuff. But I couldn't really tell you why, other than it just didn't feel right. I was confused by that. That's the next thing. You might be confused. Well, why all of a sudden am I lacking motivation? Why all of a sudden do I not want to message people when 6 months ago I was perfectly fine messaging people? Why do I have this hesitation in going live? Why don't I want to post today? I'm confused by all of this. What happened? What changed? Confusion. Feeling conflicted over a disputed subject matter. So this is where specifically MLM versus anti-MLM kind of thing. This is where you may feel conflicted. You might be watching this video quietly and not telling anybody, because I know that's what I did. I know that there's a lot of you that do that, and I think that's fantastic. You might be quietly watching this because you feel conflicted, because maybe your leader is addressing anti-MLM content. Maybe your leader is talking about it a whole lot and making lots of videos about it, and you're kind of feeling conflicted about that. That is a sign of cognitive dissonance. You might be afraid, or people may say that you're a hypocrite. I know that that is something that people have said to me that have not spent much time on my channel or on my Instagram or my TikTok. When people say, well, but how can you be against MLM when you participated in it? You're right, I did. I participated in something that hurt people. And that right there is one of the reasons, not being called a hypocrite, because I learned a long time ago that I determine the value of other people's words. But that is not the very reason, but that is one of the reasons that I react to my own content, is because if I'm going to point the finger at somebody else that is participating in the same business model that I used to, I also have to call myself out. And that is really, really, really important to me. And that is something that I love that Jessica Hickson does, that she reacts to her own content. And I remember watching that going, I can't believe she's reacting to her own content. So when I was planning and getting ready to put together this YouTube channel for these reasons, I knew that I was also going to react to my own content. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. But the fear of people thinking that you're a hypocrite because one day you're pro MLM and then the next day, maybe you're like, wait, this doesn't feel right. And I'm learning that this is why it doesn't feel right. That is a sign of cognitive dissonance. People either saying you're a hypocrite, the fear of being called a hypocrite, because you're experiencing two different thoughts, emotions, ideas, and you're trying to make sense of it. I hope this is making sense, and I would love to hear your commentary as we're talking about this. Being aware of conflicting views and or desired, but not knowing what to do with them. For me, this feels like when I left all of my former teams groups and I started to create my own. And this is just based off my personal experience. I'm just hitting the record button and hoping that this helps somebody through me telling this part of my story. But to me, this was when I thought that I could do network marketing different. I'm laughing because when I look back, it was the same thing, but it was just in a different place. So instead of using the old groups from my former team, we created our own groups, but we were kind of doing the same thing, but we were leaving out little bits and pieces. But it was the same business model. So for me, the way that I interpret this is where you start to think that you can do network marketing different. And I'm saying this from a loving place. It's still the same business model. In order for you to win, this is built off of the backs of other people. You know what I mean? Over 90% of people have to lose in order for the top people to win. I was at the top of my pyramid. And when I looked around and I saw that people were not winning, even though I was like, we can do network marketing different, we can do multi-level marketing different, I realized that can't be done. It's the same business model. But I still had those two kind of conflicting viewpoints. You know, I was like, something is off, something doesn't feel right. I can do network marketing different. Do you see what I'm saying? So let me give you some examples of, these are two comments, and please, I'm going to blur out the names before I show you guys this, because this I really wanted to be just a conversation. I don't want anybody to, find these people, because these were comments on my YouTube. I don't want you to go find these people. I really want to just kind of talk about the cognitive dissonance in these messages, in these comments. So everything is going to be blurred out. This was from, these are two comments that were from my bomb party video from TikTok. And in that video, I will link that video here for you guys to check out if you haven't already seen it. In that video, I am complimenting the gal that is doing the fizz party thingy, whatever, the bomb party. I'm complimenting her. I didn't say anything negative about her. I was talking about how it goes against the guidelines and how TikTok, they actually just recently upgraded their guidelines and to include, you can't stream multi-level marketing products. So by the way, keep reporting them. I know that a lot of you are getting messages back from TikTok and they're like, it doesn't go against the guidelines. Just keep reporting. The louder we get, the more we're going to be able to band together to get them removed from TikTok. Anyways, these are two comments that came from that ring bomb party. Again, I was not saying anything negative about her. I was not saying anything negative about any of them. I was talking about TikTok. And if you even look at the title of the TikTok or the video, it was, is TikTok breaking their own guidelines? So, but these are the reactions. And this is an example, in my opinion, of cognitive dissonance showing up. So this is the first one, and I have everything blurred out as far as her name and her profile picture. And it says, fair warning, there's going to be some swear words. So if that offends you, yeah. Wow, I think it's pretty disrespectful of you to talk shit about somebody you didn't even get the time to know, other than she sells an MLM product. She actually has her own business and a degree that has nothing to do with selling jewelry. I love that, by the way. I think that that's awesome. She does this for fun and says that frequently. You should know that you have really hurt someone's feelings by blasting them and sending people to report and harass her just for your own personal views. Bless you. That is a lot to unpack. And again, this is not about shaming this person or anything like that. This is a perfect example of cognitive dissonance. That anger that I talked about at the beginning of the video that I experienced when I was watching Roberta Blevins' videos, That's what's happening here. And so the interesting part about this is that this goes against TikTok's guidelines, period. You cannot have a multi-level marketing company. It says it in their guidelines. But this is an example of kind of twisting the narrative. If you've watched that video, let me know in the comments. I mean, I know what kind of content I put out. I didn't say anything bad about her, nor will I. I'm not even going to say anything bad about this person. They're entitled to how they feel. It just tells me kind of where they're at, because I remember where I was at. You know what I mean? So the intention was not to hurt her feelings. The reason that they don't say certain things, or that they have a specific name rather than the multi-level marketing company, is because they know it goes against the guidelines. So they know that they're not supposed to be doing it, but they're still doing it. I did not send anybody to harass her, nor will I. We don't do that. We don't bully here. We don't harass. We don't go and blow up people's comments or any of that stuff. That's not what this is about. That's not how I get down. However, yes, I will continue to tell people to report things that go against the guidelines, because those are TikTok's guidelines, where it clearly states multi-level marketing companies are not allowed. And now they've added that they can't stream selling their products, essentially. So yeah, I will continue to ask anybody that is following me to report videos like that. That's nothing personal. It's trying to get TikTok to uphold the guidelines. So this is one example. She was really mad, and I hope genuinely that she works through that anger. It wasn't me attacking her friend. It was me saying, hey, this breaks the guidelines. It's a multi-level marketing company. I get that she's trying to do it for fun. I understand that completely. There's different ways to do that. But when you're actively trying to recruit on TikTok or any other platform that has guidelines against multi-level marketing, when you're trying to recruit or you're trying to sell your product, knowing that it goes against the guidelines, that's wrong. If you want to, sell jewelry or something like that on that platform, then start your own small business. Your legitimately own small business. If she already has a business degree, I think that's awesome. She should be able to figure out how she can go about doing that without the multi-level marketing company, without, having to recruit people. She was actively trying to recruit people in this live. That's the problem. Over 90% of people lose money or don't make any money at all, according to the FTC. That's wrong. This person was really, really mad. I actually didn't find this until I went to my held for review. And then I had to click a bunch of stuff. I didn't even know it existed. I found it. Julie Joe and I were talking about it the other day. Yeah. She was really mad also on this same video. And again, there's going to be some swear words. So if that offends you, this probably isn't the video for you, and that's okay. Okay. So, you are a lying A, B, she kind of censored it. Okay. Why are you attacking my friend? I was not attacking your friend. I actually complimented her. She owns her own company from Bomb Party. This is not a scam. It is not your own business, your own company. The company is called Bomb Party, but you and anybody else that participates in that company is a 1099 contracted employee. You don't actually own your own business. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not. I'm raising education and awareness for people to prevent them from losing money. I'm sorry that offends you. And I mean that with such a loving heart. I'm sorry that you are so mad. However, I'm going to continue to educate, because this is also somebody that was trying to actively recruit and sell her product on TikTok, and it goes against the guidelines. Do you need that much attention? No, actually I don't, but thank you. She does not ever go live from 12 p.m. to 7 a.m. I'm not talking about this person in particular. There was actually another person on that video that she was mentioning that one of her team members or somebody she knows, I can't remember verbatim, but that person did go live from 12 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I was just reiterating what a Ring Bomb Party representative said in that video. And she was assuming that I was saying that about a friend, which was not the case, but okay. You're a jealous bitch. Shame on you. I'm not. I want success for everybody. I want people to not fall victim to predatory business models. I will continue to educate and raise awareness against multi-level marketing companies. Bomb Party is a great company. Leave her alone. This is bullying and slander. This is not bullying. This is not slander. I am reacting to content that she put out on a public platform. She is presenting herself as a public figure. She is breaking the TikTok guidelines. I have nothing personally against this person. I have everything against the multi-level marketing company and the people that fall victim to these scammy business models. So those are two examples. And again, no shade to any of these people. When somebody responds in that way, and we've seen that multiple times on Instagram, here on my channel, we've seen people that react that way. And here's what I want to suggest for people. Excuse me. If for some reason, maybe you're in a multi-level marketing company, and if for some reason you start to get angry, maybe you do a search for your company and then put anti-MLM after it. And you look on YouTube and you find some videos on your company and you start to go, you start to get mad and you start to feel really, really angry. Pause that video and just ask yourself why you're angry. What is it that you're angry about? If you are somebody that journals, that would be a great opportunity for you to journal why you're upset, why you're mad. What are these feelings that you're feeling? Because in my opinion, it's really hard to kind of unpack all of this stuff that's going on. And when you have two conflicting kind of viewpoints, thoughts, emotions that are in your body, that's really tough to deal with. So before you comment or you write something angry in the comments or whatever, just pause for a second and ask yourself why you're feeling this way. The anti-MLM community is all about, education and awareness, and you are allowed to have all of those feelings that you're experiencing. Your feelings are valid. They are valid. And I think that one of the hardest things for me was working through having two different viewpoints within my body. It's really challenging to face that. It's really challenging to work through that. And so I wanted to create this video just so we could have this conversation. Cognitive dissonance shows up. It can be very confusing. I know that I went through and continue to go through all of the different emotions. There's some days that I am still angry about certain aspects of it. There's some days that I'm sad about certain things. There's some days that I'm like, wow, I'm so grateful that I went through that. And I'm so grateful that I'm here. All of these feelings are valid. Every single one of them. And so I understand that some of my content is really going to make people upset. I get that. And this will always be a safe place for you to just watch and for you to just work through those things, hopefully. So that's all I got for you guys. I really hope that if you are somebody that is experiencing cognitive dissonance because you're in a multi-level marketing company, I hope that you just take the time to pause and reflect instead of reacting, because there's a reason that those emotions are coming up in you. There's a reason that you're questioning, what you're doing and what you're a part of. There's a very big reason for that. And I went through it too. So I understand. I get it. So if you loved this video, feel free to give me a big thumbs up on this. I hope you dropped your commentary. I'm going to go back and comment on all of your comments. And don't join an MLM. And if you're in an MLM, allow yourself the time to work through how to process those emotions. And there's some of you that really have to figure out how you can replace the income, because the people at the top of their pyramids do make money, right? So it's going to take some time to figure out that plan on how you can, make some income to replace whatever it is, whether that's $100 or whatever. Give yourself time to work through that. Understand that I'm not going to judge you for it. If you need help, feel free to reach out. I'll do anything that I can to help you just work through it. So there you have it. Cognitive dissonance. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and watching another resource type video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye, friends.